Well, it's a Tuesday, and there was no book talk yesterday, and that's because we had a day off of work, and so I took that day with my family. But I'm going to try and make up for that and do two book talks today. I'm going to do one for sure right now, and I'm going to try to get to another one later today. Because yesterday was Indigenous Peoples Day, I wanted to take a minute and do some books that are Indigenous people's voices. And you can't touch Indigenous people's books without talking about this book. So let's talk about The Absolute True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie. Now this is, as you can tell, a National Book Award winner. This has been adapted to a movie. This has been on tons and tons of bestseller lists. The list on the back, it's National Book Award winner, New York Times Notable Book of the Year, #1 book since bestseller, Publishers Weekly Best Book of the Year, a Napa Gold Book, School Library Journal Best Book of the Year, Amazon.com Best Book of the Year, Kirkus Reviews Best YA Book of the Year, BBYA Top 10 Book for Teens. I mean, it is just on every possible list. And the story is about a character named Junior who wants to be a cartoonist, but he's growing up on the Spokane Indian Reservation, and he's struggling with his own health issues. He's struggling with his desire to become a cartoonist, and he ends up enrolling in the local public school, where the only other Indian is the mascot. And his fellow Native Americans on the Spokane Reservation label him a traitor, but he's dealing not just with that, not just with hate from his own tribe, hate and prejudice from the school that he's in, abuse, neglect, just all these different challenges that he's facing and that he's trying to overcome. It is, because he's a cartoonist, there are all kinds of illustrations throughout the book, which is pretty fun. To kind of highlight his experience of life. But I will say, this is a tough read. I mean, there's alcoholism, there's abuse, there's sexual innuendo, there are derogatory terms for homosexuals and for mental illness, I think, and mental challenged people. So it's rough, but it is in many ways a reflection of the life that Sherman Alexie lived in his own experiences. And so I hope that if you get a chance, you'll go grab this book and you'll pick it up and read it yourself.